Hello, and welcome to Learning English. My name is Alex.
And I'm Lena. We're so happy you could join us today.
Yes, welcome. In our podcast, we give you useful phrases and tips for real work situations. We try to keep the language simple and everything very, practical.
Exactly. And today, we have a really important topic. It's something you have to do all the time at work, introducing yourself in a meeting.
That's right. Especially if you are new to the company, or maybe you're in a meeting with people from other teams. You need to say who you are.
And it can be a bit scary, right? You want to sound confident and professional, but also friendly.
Totally. It's the first impression you make. So, in this episode, we will break it down into small, easy steps. We'll give you some great phrases to use.
And we will also talk about some typical mistakes learners make and show you how to sound more natural. We'll have a few lessons, and at the end of each one, a small practice task for you.
Sounds like a plan. Are you ready, Lena?
I'm ready. Let's start with our first lesson, the basics. Okay, so lesson 1 is all about the simple, basic information, your name and your role, or your job title.
Right? The most important information first.
Exactly. Now, a very common way learners do this is to say something like, "My name is Lena. I am a project manager."
And it's grammatically correct. There's nothing wrong with it. But it can sound a little stiff, a bit robotic.
Yes, stiff is the perfect word. In natural English, we often use contractions like I'm instead of I am and my name's instead of my name is. It flows better.
Right. So instead of my name is Alex, I would probably say, "Hi everyone, I'm Alex," or "My name's Alex." It feels friendlier.
It does. So let's give our listeners some good, natural example sentences. I'll start.
Okay.
Hi, everyone. I'm Lena, the project manager for this team.
Nice and simple. Here's another one. Good morning, everyone. My name's Alex, and I'm a designer.
I like that. You can also say something like, "Hello, for those who don't know me, I'm Lena from the marketing department."
Oh, that's a great one for bigger meetings where you might not know everyone. One more?
Hi, I'm Lena, and I work in sales.
Perfect. Okay, so now it's time for a little practice for our listeners.
Ready? So imagine you are in a meeting. You are a new person on the team. I want you to introduce yourself with your name and your job. Use one of the friendly phrases we just talked about.
We will give you a few seconds of silence. You can pause the podcast and say your introduction out loud. Ready? Go.
Great job. I hope that felt good. Even a small change like using I'm instead of I am can make a big difference.
It really can. Okay, so that's the basics. Name and role. But sometimes that's not enough, right?
Right. Which brings us to lesson 2, adding context. What do you actually do?
All right, lesson 2. So, Lena, why is it important to add context? Why isn't my job title enough?
That's a great question. Well, sometimes job titles can be confusing or very general. If you say I'm a consultant, people might think, okay, a consultant for what?
Yeah, that's true. Or if you have a very technical title, like Scrum Master or Cloud Architect, maybe not everyone in the meeting knows what that means.
Exactly. So adding one simple sentence to explain your main responsibility is super helpful. It helps people understand how you can contribute to the team or the project.
So, the common mistake here is just stating your title and stopping. The better way is to add a little bit more information.
Let's look at some examples. How could we make "I'm a consultant" better?
Okay, well, you could say, "I'm Alex and I'm a consultant. I help companies improve their marketing." See? Simple. Now everyone knows what I do.
That's much clearer. I love it. Okay, let me try one. Let's say my title is IT support.
Okay,
Hi, I'm Lena from the IT team. I'm responsible for keeping our computers and systems running smoothly.
perfect. Everyone understands that. You're the person to call when the printer isn't working.
Exactly. Here's another example, maybe for someone who's new. I'm Lena, and I've just joined the design team. I'll be working on the new company website.
That's great because it tells people your main project. Okay, one more from me. Hi, I'm Alex. I'm a data analyst, which means I look at numbers to help us make better business decisions.
I really like the phrase, which means. That's a very easy way to add an explanation.
Yeah, it's a good one. Okay, are you ready for practice time, listeners?
Let's do it. So, for this practice, I want you to think about your own job. What is your main responsibility? Try to explain it in one simple sentence.
Start with I'm responsible for, or I work on, or I help. It doesn't need to be complicated. Simple is good. Take a moment to think and say your sentence. Okay, fantastic. Now you have two parts of your introduction, your name and role, and a short explanation of what you do.
Yes, but there is one more part that can make your introduction even better, even more professional.
Ooh, I'm excited. What is it?
It's time for Lesson 3. Why you're in the meeting. Okay, Lesson 3. Alex, have you ever been in a meeting and you see someone there and you think, why are they here? What is their role in this discussion?
All the time, especially in big cross-functional meetings where you have people from finance, marketing, engineering, all in one room.
Right, and it's really helpful if that person explains their connection to the meeting topic. It helps everyone understand their perspective.
So the common mistake is not saying anything about why you're there, and people might be confused. The better way is to add a quick phrase that connects you to the topic.
And it shows that you are prepared and you understand the purpose of the meeting. It's very professional.
Okay, so let's hear some examples. How can you do this?
Hi, I'm Lena, and I'm here today to share the latest feedback from our customers.
Simple. So now everyone knows. Okay, Lena is going to talk about customer feedback. Perfect. Here's another one. I'm Alex from the legal team. I've joined the call to answer any questions about the new contract.
That's a really good one. It defines your role in the meeting very clearly. Sometimes your role is simple. For example, I'm Lena, and I'll be taking notes for our team today.
Yeah, that's also useful information. Or how about this? Hi everyone, I'm Alex. I've been invited to this meeting to give my perspective on the project budget.
These are all great. The key phrase is often, I'm here to, or I've joined to. It's a very simple structure.
It is. And you don't always need to do this, by the way. If you are in a regular weekly meeting with your own team, everyone knows why you're there. This is more for special meetings.
That's a very good point. This is for when you are a guest or when the group is new. Okay, I think it's practice time again.
Let's do it. Okay, listeners, let's imagine a situation. You are in a meeting to plan the company's summer party. Why are you there?
Maybe you have great ideas for party games. Or maybe you are there to talk about the food. Or maybe you are responsible for the music.
Complete this sentence. Hi, I'm your name, and I'm here today to... Go ahead and say it now.
Excellent work. So now we have 3 building blocks for a perfect self-introduction.
We do. We have the basics, the context, and the reason for being in the meeting. I think it's time to put it all together.
I agree. Let's move on to Lesson 4.
Okay, Lesson 4, putting it all together. We have our 3 parts. The challenge now is to connect them so they sound smooth and natural, not like a list.
Right. A common mistake would be to just say the 3 sentences one after another, like, I am Lena. I am a designer. I am here to talk about the website. It's that robotic feeling again.
Exactly. A native speaker would connect those ideas more smoothly. It's about creating a little story about who you are and what you're doing.
I like that. So let's show our listeners some good examples of a full, smooth introduction. Alex, you want to go first?
Sure. Let's say I work in finance. I could say, Morning, everyone. For those I haven't met, I'm Alex from the finance team. I'm responsible for the project's budget, so I'm here today to make sure we're on track with our spending.
That's brilliant. It's so clear. It tells us your name, your department, your specific role for this project, and your goal for the meeting, all in 2 sentences.
Thanks. You see how the word "so" connects the reason I'm here with my role? I'm responsible for the budget. So I'm here to... That's a great connecting word.
It is. Okay, my turn. Hi, everyone. I'm Lena, the new graphic designer on the team. I'll be creating the visuals for our next product launch, and I'm really excited to hear all your ideas today.
That's a fantastic introduction. It's informative, but also really positive and enthusiastic with the "I'm really excited" part. It makes a great first impression.
Hello, I'm Lena from the customer support team. I've joined this call to share some important feedback we've been getting from our users about the app.
Again, super clear and very professional. Everyone in the meeting immediately understands your value and why your voice is important.
Okay, so now it is time for the big practice. We want you, our listeners, to try and create your own full introduction.
That's right. Take the 3 pieces: your name and role, what you do, and why you're in a specific meeting. Try to connect them into 2 or 3 smooth sentences. Remember to use connecting words.
This might take a little more time, so please feel free to pause the podcast and even write it down first if that helps. Then say it out loud. Ready?
How did that go? It's not easy, so keep practicing. The goal is for it to feel natural for you.
It really is. And remember, you don't need to say the same thing every time. You can change your introduction depending on the meeting.
That's a great point. Now, we've covered the formal introduction. But what happens in the 5 minutes before the meeting officially starts?
Ah, yes, the small talk. That's our final lesson for today. Lesson 5, small talk before the meeting. Okay, lesson 5. This is a quick one, but it's so important. The time before a meeting starts can be awkward. Everyone is joining the call or sitting in the room waiting.
Yeah, that silence can be uncomfortable, and this is a great opportunity to be friendly and build relationships with your colleagues.
Exactly. A little bit of small talk makes a big difference. The key is to keep the topics light, simple, and positive. The most common topic is the weekend.
Of course, especially on a Monday or Tuesday. So, let's give some examples of easy questions you can ask.
Okay, you could ask, "Hi, Alex, how was your weekend?"
Simple and classic, or a small variation. Did you do anything fun over the weekend?
I like that one. If it's the middle of the week, say Wednesday or Thursday, you could ask, "How is your week going so far?"
Yep. Another safe topic is the weather. It sounds boring, but it's a very common way to start a conversation. Wow, it's so sunny today. Or, is it still raining outside?
And finally, you can ask a simple question about work. Something like, "Is this going to be a busy week for you?" Or, "Ready for the big meeting?"
All great, easy questions. The important thing is to listen to the answer and maybe ask one more question.
Let's do a quick role play. It's Monday morning. We're waiting for our meeting to start. I'll start. "Hey, Alex, how was your weekend?"
Hey, Lena, it was pretty good, thanks. Very relaxing. I just, read a book and watched a movie. How about you?
Oh, that sounds nice. Mine was good too. I went for a long walk on Saturday. It was nice to get some fresh air.
Nice!
See? Simple, friendly, easy.
Perfect. So, for our last practice, we just want you to think. What is one small talk question you can ask a colleague this week? Just choose one from our list, or think of your own.
You know, Alex, we've talked a lot about introducing ourselves, but what about when you need to introduce 2 other people to each other?